How's it going, guys? It's Syndrome, finally back with another Splinter Cell video. This is going to be Mission 7, Abattoir, which I believe is the British word for slaughterhouse, if I'm not wrong. Which would explain why there are so many freezers in this level. But anyway, the first time I recorded this and did the walkthrough for it 9 years ago, I was the first person on YouTube to do a 100% non-lethal walkthrough, knockouts only, 0 kills. Since then, people have used my method to kind of create their own, tweak it a little bit, but I have honed my method to a point. Now I know where the enemies spawn, so it makes this a lot easier and makes it super easy for me to show you guys how to do it. Now there is going to be a split in this since the commentary is done live, but these intros are done post-editing. I did put a cut in here so you can see two methods of the hardest part. One is 100% 0 knockouts, but it relies a lot on luck. Not just skill, a lot on luck. So I did put that in there more as just a showcase as opposed to a walkthrough. But the actual walkthrough for this mission, it does show you how to take people out. You have to take out 5 guys. But both methods are in there. You can decide which one you want to use. So with that being said, this is Mission 7, Abattoir. Let's go ahead and get into it.
I be rolling with the squad, we be going so hard like whoa. You know what it is, and we always get it in, whoa.
Though the evidence itself has not been revealed, U.S. intelligence is claiming to have proof of China manufacturing nuclear weapons, a blatant infraction of international treaties. China has made an unmitigated denial of the charges, restating the belief that diplomatic talks with China continue to crumble. U.S. military forces are mobilizing towards the anticipation of possible hostilities. China again denies any involvement in Kombain Nikoladz's, oh my God, broadcast through the internet just minutes ago.
Cannot allow my nation to be subjected to the blatant international despotism of the United States or the cronyism of its allies. The world is not yours alone, and the soldiers you send into it are all equally guilty of American fascism. At 5:30 p.m. Greenwich Standard Time, the United States soldiers captured in a just war against their motherland will be executed. Their deaths broadcast for the world to watch.
Rescue the captured U.S. troops. In a desperate act of defiance against the U.S., Nikoladze arranges the immediate live webcast executions of the captured U.S. soldiers. Vyacheslav Grinko will direct the soldiers' deaths. The executions must be prevented to preserve any hope of stabilizing political relations with the Chinese.
Fisher, we're getting close to war. If Nikoladze kills these men on live broadcast, we're sunk.
Are we worrying about the broadcast or the murders?
For now, the broadcast. It'll buy us time to stop the killings. Nikoladze is broadcasting from an antenna on the roof. That's your first objective. You'll find the rest on your OPSAT.
Alright guys, this first part's really easy. All you have to do is jump up on the top of this shed here. Quietly walk to the edge. And then go through the door over there. Or you can hop up on those barrels there and hop over the wall. Either way, it doesn't really matter.
Colonel, this is Boundary. The landmines are in place. Make sure nobody without the polarized thermal sensor enters the courtyard.
Alright, now this part, I'm going to show you guys how to get through it without needing to use your thermal goggles. You can use your thermal goggles in order to see the landmines, but if you follow this path, you won't need the thermal goggles. And if they hear you dropping down there, doesn't matter, don't worry about it. We're not going to stick around. So drop off these crates, hop up onto this one, go to the end of it, and then we're just going to walk up this left side, head over to the crates here, wait for the light to go by, and then you can hop up on them. The light's not going to shine on top of these crates again. So now drop off the edge, use this crate here to get to the safe side, and then just to be safe, make kind of a wide arc to the left, and you should be good. Then we're going to hop on this dumpster, And we're gonna wall jump up to this vent. Now this part we're gonna do all of it, almost all of it, in the dark instead of with the lights on, because they will see you through those skylights if the lights are on.
I want all identifying details stricken from the room. Keep the lights off of the walls. Give them fuller highlights. We need to clearly see their faces when they die. Where's our sound man? Make sure we're close enough to hear prayers.
Nope, wait. And go.
There's something on the roof. Should we check it out?
It's probably another rat, and I don't want to miss the executions.
I'm just gonna go to the end of this line here and drop off. Then we're gonna climb this chain link fence and we're gonna drop off the other side, but make sure you're holding crouch so they don't hear you drop, even though they are gonna come up here in a minute.
What the hell just happened? The broadcast antenna's down. We've got no outgoing signal.
You're under attack. The Americans are here. They've taken out the broadcast antenna.
Get Nicholas out of here. I want his helicopter airborne now. I want a squad of technicians with an armed escort on the roof and repairing that antenna. I want the Americans found and killed.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like you shook things up pretty well, but it's only going to buy us a few minutes. Find those soldiers, Fisher.
All right, so we're gonna get quickly to this side of the door and wait here. When that guy leaves, we're gonna go in behind him. And you don't have to do this. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna grab the data stick, but make sure you deactivate this wall mine here. Right now. Grab the data stick. Like I said, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing it because it's here and available. And then we're gonna head back up the steps and through this door here. Now quickly and quietly get to the left because that guard right there is gonna come up the stairs and through the door. Oh, it closed on him. That's all right. And then we're gonna go down the stairs that he just came up. And through the door.
We have Nicholas on board. Estimated departure in...
Now this part's weird because the game was not meant to be played like this without taking a whole lot of people out. So we're gonna have to kind of trick the game here. And you have to land on the sink in order to not make noise when you fall. So we're gonna hop up on the railing, crouch, and very lightly tap the stick to fall on the sink. Get on this table and get all the way to the left and then just tap the joystick until you drop. And it's quiet enough that that guy didn't hear. Whew. We did it, guys. All right.
Gringo, this is Nicholas. Kill the American soldiers. Take them to the studio and kill them. We'll release the footage whenever we can. Tell Theron we are moving ahead. I'll retrieve the Ark. This is Gringo. I want the American soldiers prepped and in studio. The executions are going forward as planned. Yes, sir.
Again, you don't have to grab this data stick either. I just did because it's there and available again. If you want to, you can just head into this grate here.
That was Gringo. He wants us to escort the soldiers to the studio.
You copy that, Fisher? The executions are going forward.
I heard. We got any more diversions?
Your guns full of them. Make sure that escort doesn't reach our troops.
All right, now we're gonna equip the diversion cams. And we're gonna use them to get past the guys that'll be beneath us. And this will take us to the second hardest part of this level.
It's not our place to question. Let's go.
Alright. We're going to place a diversion cam right here. And pop the gas. And then very quickly drop down. And head into the freezer. Here we go, guys. This is the second hardest part of this level. And probably the game, to be completely honest. Getting through here without being spotted and without taking anyone out is not easy, and it was not intended by the game developers, so we have to exploit a few of the game mechanics. So we're going to follow him out and go right, and then this guy here on the left, when he turns around and starts walking away, give him just a second and then follow him. And we're going to put our backs against this wall and stand up, get behind this machine, and then crouch and get off the wall. When he starts leaving, wait until that turret's not pointing at us, and then we can go ahead over here. This is the hard part, this whole section. So this guy, when he turns around, we're gonna walk in and to his left, well, behind him right now, but he's gonna turn just like that, and hopefully he doesn't see us. Now when he turns to his right, we're gonna very slowly walk behind this machine. And now this has to be done rather quickly. When that guy turns around, we're gonna hop up on here, walk forward a little bit, and then we're gonna take out our SC-20K, fire a diversion cam over here, and then make a whole bunch of noise. Just mash B. And then we're gonna jump up here, pull our legs up, and if it's done right, you should be able to get through here without being spotted. But it has to be done very quickly. Now that guy on the other side of the doorway, if he's facing us when we go through the doorway, he will spot you every time, guaranteed. But he's gonna be heading away because he's already at his final stop on this side. So there we go, he's not gonna see us.
Must have been nothing.
So we can head all the way to the end of this machine and then drop off. But make sure you're holding crouch, otherwise he'll come investigate. And then we're gonna deactivate this turret and pick up one of these bottles. And we're gonna use that to distract that same guy so that we can walk past him without taking him out. Just throw it past him.
Doesn't make sense.
That gives us just enough time to get past him while still being quiet and into the next area. Alright, this part's not too difficult. The guy that's heading away from us, we're going to wait for him to come back so we have enough time, because right now we don't. When he gets back to us, he's going to turn around and start heading the way he's coming from now. And that guy to our left, we're going to have to sneak out past him and make sure he doesn't see us. Sometimes he will, sometimes he won't. But it looks like we're lucky. So we're going to head down here almost to the very end and hop up on this machine. And that guy there, we're going to wait until he turns around and starts heading away from us to climb up here. And if you're good, whoop, right into the hole. And then we can just, head the right way. That usually helps. And at the end here, we're just gonna, stand up and climb on out. And there's a guy down here. He's gonna, we can hide in this shadow here, but he's gonna come down toward us. And when he turns around and heads back the way he's coming from now, we're gonna follow him. And this is gonna lead us to the hardest part of the entire game if you wanna do it with 0 knockouts. Alright guys, So either way, you're going to run, and you're going to be kind of quiet here, get into these shadows, and the guy to our right won't see us. Now here is where you can do two routes. You can wait here and go the 0 knockouts route, which is very, very, very hard and takes a lot of luck. Or you can do the route that I'm going to show you right now and just knock all these guys out. It's 5 knockouts. There's no penalties for knocking people out. This makes it very, very simple. But I think I will cut it when I get to the save point after and insert a video clip that I recorded on my Xbox just a few days ago that shows you how to do it without taking anyone out, but it's more of a showcase, not really a walkthrough, because it's mostly based on luck, what the computer decides to do, because it can be different every time. So it'll take a million tries, and if you're anything like me, about 14.5 hours to figure it out and get it done perfectly. But this route is very, very simple and only requires a few knockouts. So we're going to take out this light. And then we're going to walk to the edge of this shadowed area here. And that prompts him to start walking. When he stops, makes a noise. And he'll come to check it out. Now when he comes toward us and he gets almost to the end of the room, he could do many things. He could turn around, he could head left or head right. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just make sure all of these bodies that we're knocking out are hidden, because there are 2 guys that we're not going to take out. And, oh, he's going to hide himself for us. We're just going to need to thump him. Oop. All right. Grab his satchel. And, yeah, they will see these bodies if they are not hidden. So make sure all of them are hidden in dark areas. Take out this light. The turret will shoot at it. Keeps us protected. Hop up here, and these guys here are a pain in the butt if you're not planning on taking them out. So this, you can just deactivate this turret if you want to. I'm going to do both to make sure I don't get shot in the back on accident. And then we're going to pull out the SC-20K, and we're going to aim it over here and fire a diversion camera and pop the gas. Wait until it dissipates a little bit so we don't take damage. Run in and thump them both out. Now these guys are the first ones that'll get spotted if you don't hide them. So if you take them over by this barrel over here, it's the darkest place, and you can just lay them right there. And you can lay them right on top of each other. Pick up this satchel. And that's one of the best things about this game. You can just hide them right on top of each other. Then either none of them get spotted or they all get spotted. There you go. Now this turret, it doesn't really matter if it shoots at you as long as you don't take any damage. It doesn't count as being spotted. It just shoots if it senses motion. Yeah, there it goes. And we're going to shoot out this light. The turret will shoot at it, and we'll be safe to go. Now I'll show you guys the absolute hardest way to do this with 0 knockouts. Alright, and we're just gonna hide in the second little dugout here on the left.
That's sick. I'm a soldier, not a sadist. Come on, you know you want to watch. I don't. Broadcasting murder is barbaric. You're naive to think it's anything but history. It's a pointless conversation. We're on patrol until the alert quiets. Don't tell me you believe those American super spy stories coming out of Kola. If Nikolaj believes them, I believe them. Those stories are nothing but Russian winters and Russian vodka. We should be with the others watching the broadcast.
Alright. Now, this area is a lot of fun. A lot of people used to think that you could not get through it without killing people, but you can definitely get through it. I've crafted this method to a T, and I know where people spawn from, so I'm going to make this real easy for you guys. This level's actually kind of fun to do with non-lethal only.
I don't want to die in this cesspit. I want to go home.
Normally they have some actual dialogue there. I don't know if they took it out or what. You don't have to talk to them, but you do have to talk to this Chinese guy over here on the right side. Come on. Where's the button prompt? There it is.
You are American.
You're Chinese.
The PRC ambassador to Myanmar. I must speak with a representative of your government.
They hear everything I do. Shoot.
Kong Furong does not represent the will of China. He is a splinter faction of the Chinese army. All of them fanatics and fools.
What does he want?
First, Taiwan, with others to follow. Gifts to the PRC he thinks they will not be able to refuse.
How is Nikolaj involved?
Trade. Furong provides transport and munitions in exchange for weapons-grade nuclear waste.
Does China know?
No. And unless they are issued proof of Furong's activities, I fear the certainty of war.
What's the proof?
On the computer in his office. My office. He has overridden and reset the lock.
I force him to open his computer and forward the contents to the PRC. And our countries don't go to war.
Such is my hope.
Here we go, guys.
The Americans have taken the basement. I want all available men armed to converge on the basement. We'll kill them all.
Aim at this top shelf here and take out our airfoil rounds. There's going to be a guy that pops his head up, and we're going to take him out with an airfoil round to the head. Another guy will come around this corner, and we're going to hit him with an airfoil round when we can. Thump. Run up, hit him, and then come back around this corner. Switch to our sticky shockers. There's going to be a guy that comes through the opening to the left, and we're going to shock him. There we go. And now we're going to switch back to airfoil and take out this red beret guy.
Colonel Bagrat, report! Colonel Bagrat! Damnation! I'm going down there. Nofenko, you're coming with me.
Fisher, kill Grinko. His men are mercenaries. Their only cause is money, intimidation.
So, once Grinko's dead, they scatter.
Let's hope so.
Alright, now Grinko's the hardest one to take out. He's usually in that, in that doorway. So we're gonna aim toward the doorway. And when he pops his head out, oh shit, he's over to the right. Just kind of bob up and down until he leaves, which he did. Now he should come to the doorway. Yep, and as soon as he leans out, we can zap him. That's it.
Grinko's dead! He killed Grinko! Repeat that? Vyacheslav Grinko is dead!
Fisher, Echelon just picked out an intercept. Furong knows that Grinko's dead and Nikolaj is gone.
That's not good.
Get back to the embassy. He's trying to destroy the evidence that could keep us out of a war.
Right.
Gotcha, fool. There we go. And we didn't even take any health loss. The rescue of the U.S. troops and Chinese dignitaries has momentarily stabilized faltering U.S.-Chinese relations. The Chinese dignitaries claim that Furong represents only a splinter faction of the PLA operating without the knowledge of the Greater China. Proof that Furong has gone renegade could prevent an impending war. There you have it, guys. Mission 7, Abattoir, 100% stealth. If this video helped you guys at all, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Make sure to subscribe if you are not already subscribed. It helps the channel out a lot, and I really appreciate it. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one.